right to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have 7 rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy.
Handles that one, finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again, extending their lead.
Welcome, rugby fans, to the Lone Star State. Houston, Texas is the home of the National Collegiate Rugby 2022 Women's Fall Championship. You see the skyline here. We're in South Houston at Aviva Stadium, home of the Houston SaberCats of the MLR. We've already crowned 2 champions today. We're ready for number 3 here in the D1. The Michigan Wolverines in the gold, taking on Notre Dame College Falcons. A lot of hard work to get here. The front row seems like it could be a pivotal point here. We'll take a look at the Michigan Wolverines. Led by their captain, Alexis Merrick there.
Michigan getting ready to take this on. The hype man, the heart and soul of this team, Lauren Cuffle in the middle, the flanker. She is about ready to rock the house. The hype is real here down in Houston, Texas. As we see here, all of them connecting for this moment, the D1 final. We'll see a matchup here within the front row, though, within Ella McCallman, and a back row connection here might be lost due to the disruption of players like Ember Larson. Michigan, the Wolverines here, claws out, ready to go ahead and take on the ones that will fly high in the sky, the Notre Dame College Falcons here to play. Led by players to watch with Olivia Leatherman again. The front row fight we will see here. A skilled player, but Gabby Dispenza will be there waiting for any type of defensive disruption. The 2-time high school champions, Dombrowski and Smerrick in the back line, 14 and 15 will be ones to watch. Aviana will give us more expertise. This is the match I'm waiting for, everybody. The D1 final, National Collegiate Rugby Championship. Aviana, what can we see?
This is going to be such a fun game. I'm on the edge of my seat already. This is my team. I think the forwards, there's Mary, there's Olivia, they're powerhouses. And then you got your back line, you got Abby Dickerson, very fast. Gabby, very powerful in the back line. We got some wingers there that are very fast. I think this is going to be a very good game on Notre Dame's side. I'm excited to see how it unfolds as an alumni at NDC Rugby.
Got some insight there. Aviana Mateo, part of this 3rd place Falcon squad last year. Looking to take home a national championship. Off the knock-on, it'll be a scrum down to the Falcons. And the Falcons from Notre Dame College in the gray uniforms with black shorts. Michigan Wolverines in their classic blue and gold.
Crouch! Bind! Let's reset. We'll have it again.
Walter's going to pull this one back and we'll reset. Just make sure that things are nice and safe and straight inside the scrums. Take a look at how these teams got here. The Michigan Wolverines beat Iowa State 36-17 and then took care of Northern Iowa 31-14. So they've been dominant, rolling through their victories. On the other side, it's the Falcons beat Clemson 57-5 and Iowa 41-9. A little bit more dominant in their victories. Let's see if that gives them the edge here. Able to take it off the back of the scrum. Strong tackle comes in, hits him right at the gain line. Must release here, not listening to the referee, and a penalty is going to be dished out quickly here to Michigan.
They've elected first scrum.
Very smart play coming in early. Yes, exactly. Quick taps coming in early, we've seen time and time again, but the decision to go ahead and elect the scrum, especially after Notre Dame just went ahead and took control of that initial one, really speaks volumes about their decision making. It's about ready to be a very intelligent matchup here early on.
Set.
Strong drive from the Falcons sets up a good base. Little skip pass, trying to find some width on the attack. Lotta takes it in, but a penalty's going to be earned. She did not release. Strong work. I think that was Madeline Bowers that was able to get her hands on it. And the Wolverines turn it over, kick up over the top, does not get into touch. Lucky bounce there for the Falcons. They'll take it across the 22-meter line.
Carried back.
Boing gets it back as they go through the hands. Strong contact there.
That's good. Turnover's good.
This one's taken away. Good job by the Wolverines to get their hands on it. Stealing it against. Now they've got it just outside the 22-meter line. Magellan off to the left, finds McCalmont.
Need a clear
Loses
release
it
here.
forward, but no release, so the penalty awarded to the Wolverines. Strong attacking position to start off here. Work the ball wide. Over the 22-meter line they go. Support arrives in time to secure possession. Magellan out to the left, again finds McCalmont. Big counter ruck,
Captain.
but illegally
Two
done,
penalties in a
says
row.
our
I need better
referee.
discipline, please.
Only 3 minutes in, but already a big warning.
Advantage, not 10.
Strong tackle coming in, not 10 though the call, so advantage still being played. Kufel takes it to deck. Wolverines
Tackle, release.
looking to make their presence felt and put the first points up on the board here. Strong charging defense takes down one, slings it out to the side, but will come all the way back for the penalty.
Need a full 10 meters on penalties, ladies.
I mean, the lack of discipline coming in early from Notre Dame College, giving the Wolverines a lot of room to work with. We see a barreling run coming in.
Play it back. No hands, no hands. Thank you.
Done. Referee gets everybody to release there off the ruck. Connolly couldn't get over. Second effort there. Looks like the flanker, Denuse, able to take it through. The freshman puts the 5 points up on the board.
6.
The hype in the back row is always real here. We see the number 6 getting the first try of the match here, Cynthia Denuse, the freshman, really going ahead, flying high, showing her wings here. We see her able to work around the corner. It's a good heads-up play. They see the space. It's the cutback inside of 15 against a back row with the low body height. She's right over the line for the first try of the match.
You called it there, mismatch at the goal line. Denuse had the power and strength to lean forward for the try. Denuse out of Norwich, Connecticut. Setting up the kick here, Katie Gale. And the sophomore puts this one just in front of the crossbar. So we'll come back here, 5 points up on the board for the Wolverines. Here in the National Collegiate Rugby D1 Championship. Who will be crowned the fall champion? So much work being put in by both these squads. Again, Michigan, a newcomer to the National Collegiate Rugby Organization. They came in, part of the Big Ten, and they have exerted their dominance throughout the season, taking that #1 ranking at the very end
6 out of there.
off of the coaches poll. And right now they're up by 5 with 6 minutes gone by in this D1 National Championship. Rumble through there again from McCalmont. Very deep, allowing the Falcons to come up, but they're able to get through the defense anyway. Big run there from the winger, Rupert. And they'll continue to march forward. Gianna Torres, the big number 8, keeps things moving for the Wolverines. Advantage being
Great
played,
two.
looked like offsides
We hold
there.
that mark, Alana.
Getting a little too aggressive there, the
Thank you.
Falcons. They've been driven back once. Let's see if they can make something here on the outside. The noose again, taking the deck. Not sure if we still have, I think, advantage being played. And yeah, we'll come all the way back to it. Nothing gained, so a penalty for offsides here for the Wolverines.
Grade 2, offside.
Yeah, allowing that advantage to go ahead and come after an infraction committed by Notre Dame College, leading to the penalty happening all the way back here over in the 15-meter channel. They'll go ahead and kick for touch using the set piece play, take some pressure off. We're still early on in this match. Time to reset, really gather the bearings and look on to the next play. Try and set up the best picture for themselves to really showcase their strengths.
Strong kick from Gale there to send it out into touch, set up an attacking line out.
That's 5, that's good.
Straight down the middle, went the required 5 meters, says the referee, and the Wolverines march forward. Nice burst right through the teeth of the defense. Torres coming through. Now they'll spin it out here to the near side. Nice darting run right through the teeth of the defense. They've still got numbers here near. They'll work the ball out. Good snag there from the fullback, Ember Larson, one of the playmakers on this squad. It's involved here early.
Last foot, ladies.
Taking the deck by Rattay. Spin it back out, another run through the forward pack.
No hands, no hands.
Falcons really getting involved on the counter-rucks, but a good job in support, securing possession for the Wolverines. They'll spin it all the way to the outside. That one possibly a little forward. Will play on though. It's scooped up in the end by Rupert. Rupert coming through, able to dish it off. Wolverines still charge forward. Good job fending off that counter ruck, and they'll bang it again. Ella McCalman.
Thank you.
Phase after phase, the Wolverines continue to pound through, working their way back to the try line. Already 5 points up on the board.
Tackle assist. Use that. Thank you.
Again, very deep line. Good job getting around the first defender. Nice little move from Riley Fish. Brings it up to the gain line. Hands are on it there for the Falcons, and they've earned themselves the penalty for not releasing.
I mean, phase after phase of defense, Notre Dame just played down here in their end, showing that they're defending the try line, especially after an early score. They've elected for a scrum. This is their bread and butter. The front row already there. The hooker especially ready to go ahead and get the show started. We talked about that matchup between Leatherman, but right here we see the not releasing penalty, a strong, good body height. Hands aren't on the ground, they're on the ball. That's why she's able to draw that penalty.
Mary McLaughlin,
Yep. Fine.
the prop, getting her hands on that one in good position. It's big front row here for the Falcons with the push, but it's the Wolverines that maybe got a little bit of the better of them there. It's the Falcons in the end coming away with it off the back. It looks like the Wolverines are able to get their hands on it, but they're able to keep it are the Falcons. Through the defense they go. Have not had a whole lot of possession here. See if they can stack a few phases together. Right into the teeth of the defense, a big collision. Strong run there from Dispenza, and a penalty is going to be earned as the Wolverines were off their feet in the ruck. Got to keep your own body weight up. It's going to be a penalty here for Notre Dame College.
Yeah, anytime you find yourself in that position where your body starts to go down, you've got to have eyes and shoulders up and drive through your legs. Losing your body height and rucks like that are going to result in penalties and a turnover in possession. Yeah, we see here just not having eyes up. It's the fact that the shoulders are underneath the hips. The pressure coming down is just going to go ahead and pull that penalty. Might want to be wary of doing things like that to delay game. That is something that referees are always aware of, and referee Walters is exceptional at catches like that.
Say.
Ends up in a line out here for the Falcons. They take that one easily with the middle jumper. They'll come around, good depth, but they'll take it right into the middle of the pitch, and it's scooped up quickly by the Wolverines.
That's out.
Both teams doing a good job being disruptive on the defensive end. This one off the hands of McCalmont. Scooped up by Notre Dame College. Leatherman Lucy Leatherman into contact. Spin it back out, another tough run. Mary McLaughlin getting into the action yet again. Little two-handed chest pass out to the side. Finds this Mixter, and Mixter around the corner. It gets driven out into touch. A big collision there on the side. Ember Larson laying the boom.
Control your breath.
Yeah, big hit. Didn't look like...
Control it.
Exactly. They were having a conversation, referees amongst themselves, as if they were happy with that hit. Looks like she might have just gotten the wind knocked out of her. We see her around the corner dishing the fend. This is when you cut in. She tries to stay in, but against defenders like Larson, who are smart, she protects the ball, forces the player out of bounds. It's a good, smart play. And the sportsmanship, of course, of the sport. Checking in, making sure she's okay. Good to see her up and back at it.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Excuse me.
Strong run there. First time the Falcons really cracked this half of the pitch. It'll be a line out. Bowers with the throw.
Stay.
They go to that front. Again, they're able to keep it. Then that ball has to go the needed 5 meters. They do so. But it's the Wolverines getting driven back behind the gain line off of the line out inside their own 22. This could be an opportunity for the Falcons if they can turn this over, maybe punch one in and tie it back up. Wolverines are able to secure possession. Now with the boot over the top, it's charged down. Picked back up by Michigan, though. And they'll have to take another stab at this one. Picked up, hit immediately, but they're able to get it around the side. Good work from the Wolverines, keeping it together here. Charging up, trying to find the gaps. The Wolverines continue from inside their own 22. Their last kick to relieve pressure did not work out, and now it's the Falcons sending a few into the counter-up. They have their hands on the ball, 5 meters away from the try line. D1 National Championship. Notre Dame College finished in 3rd last year, trying to get a little closer. Just a few meters out. There's the pick and go.
Roll, Gold.
Gets him a little closer.
You're okay. Thank you.
Leatherman gets low, and there's McCullough doing the same. Stout defense from the forward pack of the Wolverines forces the Falcons to send it outside. They've got numbers out there if they can get it quickly, but the Wolverines do a good job with the counter-up to slow things down. They'll come back here to the left, inside to Leatherman. Work to keep possession, pounding away here. Notre Dame College trying to get back into it. A big hit.
Roll away. Thank you.
Looks like Ember Larson, the fullback, getting involved. Another big boom. Just trying to take on the contact. Gulata couldn't escape the tackler.
Tackle, release. Thank you.
They're getting close again. Nose for the try line. They're going to keep it close. Got that front row ready to crash in. Almost on it. And a try awarded. They were able to sneak under the defense and get the first 5 points up on the board for Notre Dame College.
What number? 8? Yes. Good job.
I mean, I don't know if you could see it from the eyes in the sky. Every decision that they made leading up to that try was the smartest decision to get them into position. They found mismatches. They were able to look up and recognize the body height, but it's this leg drive. Whenever you get to the line, you see it. This is whenever you should get white line fever. It's the extra push. That is whenever she solidifies the try. You see the hype. That's the determination. Notre Dame needed that try.
Thank you.
So the forward pack getting it done for the Falcons as they're able to respond. Wait, the conversion kick here. It's Notre Dame College squad led by coaches Jack Nentz, Cornell Britz, Ashley Mink. Look for the kick here from Bella Gulata, the freshman. He's played some in Ireland. A lot of these players coming from the Brunswick Valkyries High School Club. 8 different players in this Notre Dame squad coming from there. Breeds good continuity. And a solid kick gives Notre Dame College the 7-5 lead.
Yeah, this game was going to be played within their forwards though, but we're seeing a lot of standout plays here from players like McCormick, the number 8, the sophomore. She already kind of set her team up for success with her barreling runs, knowing when to dish the fun. She's a little bit of a powerhouse and she's fiery. She's going to continue to go ahead and maintain that energy here, leading her team.
Falcons retain possession off the restart, but it's Notre Dame getting their calls on it. Have a penalty here. It'll be the Falcons relieving some pressure. Wolverines in possession here. Taking it into contact midfield. Down by 2, 17 minutes gone by here in the first half. Good little skip pass, finds some hard charging running there. Nicely done by Dooley. Takes it into contact. Now the look to spin it wide. Good depth by the Wolverines, but a strong tackle coming up and causing big time disruption. There was Kylie Mixter.
And language, ladies.
Yeah, we get shots like this and we get the beautiful view of having the access to Houston, Texas here because of Next Level Rugby production and athletes like Larson as well as McCormick, who we mentioned early. Charlie, she does an exceptional job of giving back, an employee of Next Level Rugby. We see time and time again that no matter if you are playing the sport or not, you're always trying to give back. Big examples coming in and big inspirations for the future generation.
Set!
Scrum there from the Falcons.
Play on, come on.
I think it's blowing up completely, but we'll play on. Everybody standing up tall there in the scrum.
Release it now, Greg.
Backwards, says the referee. Wolverines getting their hands on the ball so quickly each and every time. Got to make sure the support arrives. Here it's the Falcons charging through, but yet again, missed on it there for Kupel, and they are awarded. No, not rolling away is going to be the call, so a penalty back to the Falcons.
Yeah, whenever you get caught in those tackles like that where you're almost soaking the body weight of the opposing player, you oftentimes will get pinned in that no-man zone. Notre Dame College doing a good job of kind of pinning that player in place. The Wolverine just not able to wiggle out. That's why she's able to get the penalty here. We see the Wolverines excited to be here representing the face paint, war paint as we all would probably call it. Just grateful to be here for this D1 championship.
Right now,
Yeah, we'll hold for
Notre
the
Dame
blessing.
College up by 2.
Just wait one
Almost
second
midway
for me, please.
through the first half. Everything to play for here in the National Collegiate Rugby D1 National Championship.
Okay, you're good to go.
Last member of our broadcast crew, Aviana, you were part of this squad last year. What have you seen so far that has you feeling good about your Falcon squad?
Keep your tackle low, release it now, goal.
I'm seeing a lot of aggression, a lot of passion from both sides. They know they got a lot riding on this. I think they're both playing phenomenal, using the other team's weaknesses against them. And if they continue doing this, I think both sides have a lot of effort, and they just got to keep going, and we'll see how it plays out.
Tackle, roll, goal.
Rumbled through the defense there, Mary McCullen.
Off your feet there.
They're off their feet, so a penalty awarded to the Falcons. Already 7 points, looking to extend the lead.
Scrum.
Yeah, we've talked about it time and time again. You have to maintain your body weight within the ruck. It's something that you'll get dinged on. If you continue to go ahead and keep your shoulders and eyes up, penalties like that won't happen. Notre Dame College, this is where they want to be, right here on the 22, doing a scrum, powering over.
Seconds. Ready for it, ready for it. Ready.
See the Notre Dame college coaches working on the sideline, trying to do what they can to push their teams forward here in the D1 National Championship. Another solid scrum from the Falcons. Presents a good ball over to the side. Boying has to just take it into contact as the scrum half.
That's fine, thank you.
There's a battle for it, but there is McCormick.
Tackle.
Next level rugby member, part of the crew, getting it done on the pitch today. Spinning it outside, ends up almost getting lost behind, but Smerick was able to secure possession. Spin. Trying to get it outside, but another crunching blow. Rebecca Dooley with her second of the day. Ends up getting knocked on, and a turnover ball, scrum down to the Wolverines.
Dooley, I mean, her defense was just impeccable right here. It's the body height, it's the leg drive, it's the landing on top. I mean, she gets over the ball. She looks up, hands up, as if to say that wasn't my knock on, knowing that she was able to cause all that chaos.
Dooley just a sophomore.
Crouch.
Plenty of talent to grow into there, obviously.
Bind.
We set up again for another scrum. Wolverines with the put in this time. They show that they're no slouches themselves as they're able to easily secure possession without getting driven back. They use the hands to find some space here on the near side, but the last pass goes a bit awry. The take could not hang on to it, but it's finally scooped up by the Wolverines.
Thank you.
We've seen them struggle trying to get out of their own end earlier. A bit more issues with that as they try to push forward. Set up a good line here to try and attack again. They'll pound it though with the forwards. Another strong take from Dooley. Sets up beautifully back to her squad. There's the kick up over the top. Looking for some space and finding it here on the near side. Almost lost it, but it's finally secured there by Gulata. Gulata into contact, just trying to keep possession for Notre Dame. Dangerously almost laying on top of it, but they're able to keep it. Into contact goes Dawkins. Falcons slow it down just a little bit. They'll have a pick and go as support comes up. Strong take from Olivia Leatherman. Hear the referee pleading for no hands.
If I'm telling you you can't use your hands, you must let go. That's 2 so far this half, where I have been instructing you and you haven't been following directions. Okay? Next one will be a more serious punishment. Thank you.
Good work from our referee, Carolyn Walters. Let her presence be known out there, making the calls. Again, another
Go ahead.
penalty, and the big warning there. It'll set up for a Notre Dame college line out.
Okay.
So they're already up by 2.
Gold, here's your mark here. Stay.
Throw coming in here from Avery Brosda.
Yeah, someone's tying your shoe. She almost done. Thank you. Yep, we're good.
This Falcon squad beat Clemson 57-5, Iowa 41-9.
Gold, Captain. Throw-in's not straight. Would you like a scrum or a line out? Yeah.
Scrum chosen off of the not straight line out. It'll be the Wolverines bringing it down by 2 with about 15 minutes left to play in the first half.
Wolverines giving them a taste of their own medicine as Notre Dame College has continued to elect for a scrum. We see them go up in the air. Not much competition coming in from Michigan, so it's important to secure possession. Michigan electing to go ahead and scrum against Notre Dame.
Set. Hold.
Ball in the center of the chest, but
That's what I thought.
not straight enough.
No.
So we'll have, again, a scrum down here for the Wolverines. They do another good job securing possession. Both teams seem to be pretty even in those scrums. They're able to get it all the way out wide. Coming through the defense is Rupert. Takes it over the midfield stripe and And going weak now are the Wolverines as Magellan looking for some space out there. Finds the charging runner into contact, and they continue to work it around. This time Magellan off to the right. Finds McCalman. Excuse me, that's Antilla.
Westwood.
Taking it through. Wolverines looking to make something happen again. An errant pass just off from the fly half. They've got some space out here still. Another couple of nice dance moves to get around two defenders. Ember Larson.
Thank you.
Shows why she's one of the leaders of this team. Can take them out of anywhere and score. Dooley gets denied. That one possibly forward, but our referee Walters was right in line with it. She says play on. The Wolverines continue to charge forward, looking for space on the far side now. Charging run from the winger was just a bit too deep. Ended up losing it, did not knock it forward though, says the referee, and the Wolverines are able to retain possession. Strong run back in. There goes Bowers, Madeline Bowers taking it in. We'll dive over the top of it, but a penalty is going to be awarded, not releasing the call. The Wolverines will continue to march down the pitch.
Yeah, not much scoring here for the last 7 minutes. As we've seen both teams kind of commit penalties, going back and forth. Michigan just kind of winning this possession battle as they continue to trek down the field off of a couple of phases of play for both sides.
They've got 5.
Wolverines will set up for the line out here. We do have a possible substitution coming in.
Good throw.
Throw comes in, knocked back nicely there by Kufel. And the Wolverines take it from the midfield stripe. Nice little dash around the defense. Through the defense now. Torres dragging defenders with her. Deep possession. Again, nice deep run, but this one spilled forward. Fish could not hang on to it. And so an opportunity to Notre Dame College to switch the pitch.
I mean, that phase of play looks so promising. We see a substitute come on, Ella McCalmont on for Michigan, but the line break almost by Gianna Torres. It almost looked like she was, if not for the jersey, she would have been in the try zone.
We probably should have talked about that prior.
As of now, it's a 2-point lead for Notre Dame College here in the D1 National Championships.
I'm sorry, a little closer. Yes. Yeah. It's hard to do that with locks in. Break, ladies. Sorry, I want you to start a little closer. Thank you.
Bring this back again. Remember earlier in the day, we've already crowned a couple of national champions. As Wisconsin Eau Claire took the D2 title. Endicott College, or your small college champions.
Line! Set!
Good in from Boeing. Solid scrum. The errant pass is going to slow things down a bit for the Falcons. They're still able to push through a little bit through Dispenza. Now they swing it outside. Smerrick gets slung to deck. Nice tackle by the Wolverines.
Yep.
Let's take their time now. Another good run through the defense. Support almost didn't get there in time. They're able to clear it out nicely. Good work by Lucy Leatherman. Getting her head in there and pushing forward, clearing it out. Continue to move forward, just breaking that gain line barely. There goes again, Gulata.
I'm sorry, you're okay.
Find something, and there's a nice little dummy run. Mary McCollin keeping it together, pushing the team across that midfield stripe. And says the referee.
Thank you.
Wolverines do a good job listening this time. They've already been dinged a couple of times for that. Keep the hands out. And now the Falcons progressing their way down the field. A few phases all put together here at about 6 or 7 now as they continue to march down the field. They made about 20 meters through this possession. Nice and slow, progressing their way down the pitch. Each time getting close, if not breaking that gain line. Good use of the communication from our referee. Keeping things moving. That one close, flat pass, keeps it moving. Notre Dame looking to find some space. We have a former Notre Dame college player here on the crew. Aviana, what are you seeing?
I'm seeing Michigan doing phenomenal in the rucks for a lot of the set pieces that Notre Dame's giving them. I also see Notre Dame fixing their mistakes in the first set of this half, where at first Michigan was getting to every ruck, poaching, causing havoc, but it seems like there's a lot more support on Notre Dame now, and I think this will bring a lot of competitiveness, and I think those rucks and those penalties are going to be a deal breaker for both teams in this match, since it's going to be a close match.
Excellent point there, as the Wolverines have been on top of each and every one of these rucks. As again, Tim Wilkes coming here with you with Darian Lovelace.
An injury break's not a water break.
It's been an excellent weekend of rugby here, the National Collegiate Rugby Women's Fall Championship Series. Special thanks to everybody that have helped us put this together. Next Level Rugby getting everything done on the back end. Also have everybody here at the pitch, Houston SaberCats, providing this fantastic facility for the women to enjoy. Beautiful weather, 70 degrees, sun starting to creep out. And if you're in Southeast Texas, you know that the sweat's gonna start rolling in as you see each player hydrating a little bit now as we progress through. Again, only one match on the weekend for both of these squads, but they're going to have to give everything they've got to come home with a natty to this time.
Really impressive views here. It's kind of a surreal experience to be able to see a production like this for collegiate athletes in a sport that is rapidly growing but doesn't get as much recognition as it deserves. A lot of these athletes will be able to look back on this, and enjoy these moments. And I think that Aviana can probably vouch for this, is that, starting out as a collegiate athlete, you don't have access to this, so seeing the progression and how cool it is to see all of these athletes be able to showcase their abilities.
Is she the one here at the
It's just something very incredible here. Just a good production by the National Collegiate Rugby Association.
She's which one? I'll watch it. Time's back on. I agree. I did see one that I thought was
Yeah, and big shout out to Angela Smarto. She's the one with the brains. She's the one that's able to bring these athletes, their dreams do come true by being able to show what rugby is all about. Tim knowing a lot about our head referee as well.
Yeah, David Haynes is also working the sidelines for us, giving all the referee information. But right now, it's the Wolverines with the speed around the corner. There goes Ember Larson. She shows why she is the star of this squad, and she's going to take it all the way in for the try. Michigan back on top.
Apparently good things happen when you're talking kindly about, all the good things about rugby. That was a showcase of individual effort and speed, but also just intelligent decision-making by Michigan. Wolverines have their claws out. They are here to play, but Ember Larson, the number 15, leading the pack. She's doing incredible work here to show what women's rugby is about. We see here just the little foot movement, the one-handed offload straight to her. This is the individual speed, not even dishing, a little bit of a hip swing to the outside, but it's just the power and the speed. She's gonna go nowhere but right in between the sticks for a possible gimme conversion for the Wolverines.
So gotta give a shout out there to Barbara Ribeiro, who set up that try, got the assist there. Kicks up and good. And the Michigan Wolverines are on top here in the D1 National Championship. Back and forth we go. This is exactly what we were hoping for. Both teams laying it all on the line.
Thanks, Alana. Okay.
Let's see how Notre Dame College is going to be able to respond. Down by 5. Important conversion kick, though. As Michigan missed their first, needed that one. Now they've still got the 5-point edge. Restarts taken. Big, strong run from Gianna Torres, though, the senior, with the crunching run. Wolverines look to hang on. Bit of a counter ruck, slows things down. Having to dig into that one. Sarai Magalon gets it for the Wolverines, and they're able to set up another attack. There's the assister, Barbara Ribeiro, almost with another line break. They've got some space here. Strong run again from Dooley.
Last point! No, offside here, 13.
Advantage being played. Pass did not go back to hand, so we'll come back for the penalty. Offside's the call. Michigan up by 5 with less than 6 minutes left to play here in the first half. Be huge if they can knock some more points up on the board and extend that lead. Go with a quick tap. And Michigan Wolverines, one of the newcomers here to the National Collegiate Rugby Organization. They have made their presence felt throughout the season, finally securing that #1 spot in the last couple of weeks on the National Collegiate Rugby Coaches Poll.
Thank you, 12.
So far, it's been a challenge for them, but they have the 5-point lead. The Falcons can strike from anywhere.
Get out of there, please. Thank you.
Notre Dame continue to secure possession, though. Good flat pass into contact. There goes McCalman. Off the side, they'll swing it back around. Good job fringing out on defense. Almost sucked him in there, but the pass goes awry. Rupert couldn't hang on to it. Trickles out into touch, and it'll be a line out for Notre Dame College.
No look pass there from Torres resulted in that one kind of going out of bounds. It's important to look at your target, especially whenever it looked like there was no defender in front of the final attacker. Now it'll be a line out going to Notre Dame just right within their 40.
Good throw.
Middle says the referee, but it did get knocked on, so advantage being played here for the Wolverines. From that, they're able to get around that initial defensive line, through the defense, over the midfield stripe, continuing to run with it. Here goes Madeline Bowers.
There was a knock there.
Into contact, what a huge run, but ends up losing it forward in the end. Heartbreaking stuff for the Wolverines.
Just a really good heads-up play. The Wolverines have been looking for this space, and we saw her almost slip through there untouched just by the grace of her jersey. It looked like she was almost about ready to beat her around the corner, but a tackle from behind. We see here the determination, but the grab here, the bringing her to ground, it's just that offload doesn't go to hand. And now it'll result in a scrum going to Notre Dame.
Solid tackle from Gulata, the freshman fly half. And now a big push as the Michigan Wolverines get that fantastic feeling of knowing you have just powered over somebody in the scrum. Now they get the quick tap and take it. Didn't look like they went 10.
Mark where that 10 was. Thank you.
Possible advantage here being played, but I don't think they're going to need it. Advantage gained as they come through the defense. There's Larson again. She's going to take it all the way through. Weaves her way in for the second try.
Wow, wow, wow. Work from Ember Larson was just out of this world, but it all was set up by the ball movement. Right here we see them move it away from the pressure. After that, drive over scrum, the quick pass. This is the speed, but it's the cut right off here, right off the foot. She even stops the 10 dead in her tracks. They're not going to catch her with that kind of speed. The hype is real again. The team celebrating a well-deserved try for Michigan.
That tag team duo of Larson and Ribeiro again with another assist for Ribeiro. Unselfish, just finding her teammates in space. It's the Wolverines tacking on their third try. A little chip up over the top. Things getting a little testy with the kick, but they shake it off and shake hands afterwards. But there's the double try scorer, Emma Larson, who has been outstanding. The Ann Arbor, Michigan native has taken everything she can out of this one and put her Michigan Wolverine squad in a fantastic position to take home the D1 National Championship.
Michigan really putting themselves into the best picture there. Ribeiro knows that she's a really good distributor, and she knows that Larson is going to get the job done if she puts her there. 2 tries now to Larson's name.
Uh-oh, right back again through the defense. Ribeiro looking for one of her own. They're able to keep them at bay, though. The Wolverines still in possession. Knock that one on. We'll come back to the scrum down, but exciting stuff here the last few minutes or so from the Wolverines. And that will take us to half. 17-7 the score. Good work from the Wolverines. The Falcons just trying to fight to stay in it. We'll go ahead and take a break. We'll come back with the second half. Coming through is the Wolverines, tacking on a couple of tries, extend their lead to 10.
Yeah, I know what ones you're talking about down here. There was one that was straight.
And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have 7 rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy. You can meet me.
Handles that one, finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again, extending their lead.
Welcome to the wild side. Welcome to the wild side. Welcome to the wild side. Wild side.
In our game, we play with our hearts. We don't play with sticks, bats, or gloves. We don't wear shoulder pads or helmets. We keep playing when it hurts. And we leave everything on the field. What we wear must be built for our game.
Since 1979, we've been searching for perfection. We've been thinking, sketching, and designing. We've been building, assembling, and strengthening. We've been cutting, shaping, and painting. We've created strength and beauty time and again. Our machines are made for one thing: the perfect hit. We are the crouch. We are the bind. We are the set. We are the squeeze. We are the hit. We are Rhino, home of the scrum.
In our game, we play with our hearts. We don't play with sticks, bats, or gloves. We don't wear shoulder pads or helmets. We keep playing when it hurts. And we leave everything on the field. What we wear must be built for our game.
And a good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have 7 rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we run it. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy. You can meet me
that one. Finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again, extending their lead.
In our game, we play with our hearts. We don't play with sticks, bats, or gloves. We don't wear shoulder pads or helmets. We keep playing when it hurts. And we leave everything on the field. What we wear must be built for our game.
Ready for the second half of action in RG Stadium. In the outskirts there, we're in South Houston, Aviva Stadium, home of the Houston SaberCats. They have played host here to the D1 National Championship. Michigan Wolverines up 19-7. It's been a fun day so far. We've already crowned 2 champions, 40 minutes away from crowning our third and final. Whistle blows and we are underway. 40 minutes left to play. All on the line here in the D1 National Championship. Into contact goes goes the 8-man, Gianna Torres. And the Wolverines in the maize and blue. Up by 12 here to start off the second half. Nice little take there from Magellan. The scrum half getting dirty, getting involved in there, and now the Wolverines will spin it out to the near side. Strong charging defense is really forcing them to fringe it wide. They do a good job finally just bringing it up, still behind the game line. Rupert is able to secure the possession though. Nice little offload in the tackle. Coming through there goes Kufel. Wolverines back on the attack again. Charging through goes Ella McCalmont. Across the pitch, the Wolverines here in the first minute just looking for some space, but the Falcons playing strong defense. Again, we have a member here of the broadcast crew that was a part of the third place squad last year, Aviana Mateo. Aviana, what does Notre Dame have to do to get back down into this one, down by 12 already?
They just have to go to a dark place. I think they just have to continue with this effort coming out of second half.
Yes.
It's hard at times when you're down, but sometimes you just need that minute to reset and get on your front foot, put the foot on the gas. I think they can pull this out, hoping, biased because I'm an alumni, but I think Michigan's also playing an incredible game, flawless from wing to wing, and you know, at first they were questionable with their backs, not being able to get it to the wing and their fullback, but now that they're actually getting it to Ember, they're 15, she's doing an outstanding job, so this is a good match to watch.
Here's your mark, Gray.
Both teams with talent abound. This one's going to end up trickling into touch. You saw the effort coming through, just diving, trying to save it. Marika Rupert there for the Wolverines.
Ladies back.
Michigan has gone to that front
Good throw.
pod most of the match. They're able to secure possession off the top there. Nice fend and offload into the hands of Danus. They'll spin it out wide. Beautiful depth, but just off the hands. Ribeiro couldn't hang on. We'll have a scrum down. Back to Notre Dame College.
Gray scrum.
Just kind of brushing that one off a little bit. Not common for them as they have been impeccable with the timing of their passes. Just here getting caught a little bit low. She runs away from the pass, just not able to gather it. But one thing about this Michigan team that they really wanted to do, we heard from the beginning from Captain Kuffel, is that she wanted everybody to lead with intention and really lean on each other throughout this game. They'll continue to offer a big matchup against a strong Notre Dame college side, such as one that Aviana's from.
lot of movement in that scrum before the ball came in, but we'll play on as the Wolverines taking advantage of that. Look for some supports, a couple of big hits, nice strong tackle there from Dispenza.
Keep your feet, 13. Keep your feet, please.
Dispenza warned a little bit there, but the aggression is coming through, and there's the break in between two tacklers. Larson tries to get through, gets it off to Ribeiro, now in the hands of Rupert. Over the midfield stripe go the Wolverines. Hold this one up, and again finally taken down. Rothman. Wolverines working it around, some big hits there. Larson making the defense look silly here. Left and right they go. Larson takes it right up the gut, and the Wolverines look to extend the lead now. Nice little pick and go. They're keeping it moving there with Magalon. Flings it back, but they're able to secure it.
Left foot.
Job staying on sides. There are the Falcons. They have hands on the ball.
No hands, no hands. Thank you.
The clear out comes just in time. Another run in there, Fish. They look to take it weak again.
That's fine.
Finds as a referee, there's some space here to be had. Through the defense goes Gianna Torres, straight into contact.
No hands, no hands, no hands. You're off
True
your feet.
8-man mentality, just taking
18,
on whatever
offside the
contact's
ruck.
there. And now
Penalty
opening
advantage.
things up here. Into the defense goes Bowers. Penalty advantage being played.
Okay.
The Wolverines can try a little bit of trickery here.
Still
What can
have
they do
penalty
to
advantage.
punch in? Their fourth try of the match. They'll swing it out wide. Good charging defense. They're able to come up. Dickerson makes the tackle. Back up the center of the pitch. Go the maize and blue.
Last foot.
One just lost
18,
forward, but
offside at the
advantage
ruck
was
here.
being played. Offsides the call. Jordan Coons getting dinged with that one, and the Wolverines will quick tap and take through. Nice little offload there to Kufel.
Tackle, play it back. Penalty advantage.
Kufel. Another penalty advantage. The Wolverines will keep it in tight. Couple of pick and goes, and then they'll swing it outside. Looking for the try line, and they find it again. Larson with the hat trick.
Had they not
A hattie for the natty. Again, we see her go ahead and get 3 tries here in this D1 championship. Ember Larson, but that was really set up by phase after phase by Michigan. They have been so on top of their decisions. Everything is intentional with them. We see here just the heads up play, the pick and goes. They were playing with an advantage, moved it through their forwards and Gianna Torres, who's been instrumental, but Larson just rounds the corner. There were 3 people on her inside. She's so sneaky. How they could not pay attention to her out there whenever she's been such a danger player for Notre Dame is an adaptation they're going to have to make.
It's really the crisp passing that has gotten the Wolverines to find Larson each time. That time it was Sarai Magalon, the scrum half, saw Larson sitting out there wide, knew that she had the numbers she needed, and was able to get that nice crisp pass coming around the corner, sucked in the defense, spun it out to Larson for the easy try. It's not easy as this kick here from the corner, off the mark, no good. 24 points up on the board for the Wolverines.
Yeah, they came with their claws out. They came here to play. Falcons just not able to keep up with the speed that they are moving with. It has been all gas, no brakes. They continue to keep the pressure on them, dominating possession, ensuring that all passes go to hand. That's why they're leading in this match 24, University of Michigan over Notre Dame College 7.
Their 3 is injured.
We see the head coach here talking amongst her staff.
Front rows. It's coming off
For Notre Dame
injury.
College.
So this is going to have to go down to 14 players, right?
So 3's off for an injury. We have no.
Here coming
We have
down
no
from
other
Notre Dame
front row
College.
subs. So it's going to need to be. They're going to need to play down a man because they're.
My assumption is scrums would just be uncontested.
And okay, your call. Scrum's uncontested. Done. So you'd call your captains and let them know.
Yeah, find Dave. Check with him too. Captains!
Your man David Haynes being recognized there. We'll look for the confirmation, but basically, from what I could tell, Mary McLaughlin
Okay, so we're
has to
having a
come off the
substitution
pitch.
issue. Gray has injured front row players, and apparently no additional front row eligible substitutions. I'm waiting on what the final call for that's going to be with my number 4. It's either you'll need to play down a man, even if you have subs, even if they're because they are not front row eligible, or we'll do uncontested scrums. Okay. Trying to determine that now.
Okay.
Because
Referee Walters, it's a technical part of the game. In order to play in the front row, there are certain rules and regulations that you have to be aware of.
Wait, did you hear what he said?
who needs to nominate
And
someone
because
to
of
drop?
that's why it has to be a conversation
Andy.
with our head referee.
Either way, we're probably going to have to go to uncontested scrums here, but we've seen this a couple of times recently in the MLR, where a team had to play a man down and have uncontested scrums.
No, he's talking to me.
Okay.
So we'll do a 7 on 8 scrums. Gray will have 7, gold will have 8.
15 to 15.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. So they're only playing with 14? Okay. Okay. Apparently.
So it looks like Notre Dame College will have to play with 14 now.
Yeah, you'll have to play with 14.
You've told me she's injured and unable to play.
I'm not sure.
And
1,
the
2,
medical
3,
is
4,
saying that
5.
she's
1,
been
2,
having
3, 4.
stroke symptoms too.
We're going to play down.
Yeah, play down a player.
It's quite unfair.
It is. It's just that's the law. Yeah. I know. Yeah. All right. Well, okay. Your 3, I'm being told, has fever and chills. Medical is saying she's got to leave the pitch.
If she's feeling sick like that, she can barely keep herself up. You have to pull her off. She's a risk to herself.
Understood. Okay, appreciate it. Thank you. Mary! Come on. Hey, we're down a man, girls. Come on.
Just the last thing you want to hear is a coach, Jack Neese. You see his dismay there on the sideline. They'll have to play a man down. 14 now on the pitch for Notre Dame College, down by 17. A gift there for the maize and blue.
Damn, why are you doing that?
Unfortunate, just hate to see that. Mary McLaughlin said possible fever, flu-like symptoms. Hopefully she can hang on here, get the attention she needs. But right now, back on the pitch, we go with Magellan, slinging it outside. Big crunching tackle though. Nisha Martin ends up losing it though, and the Wolverines continue to charge. Retaining possession, they've got a little bit of numbers here. No offload though, just taken into contact. Antilla working it through now. There goes Bowers. He's had a couple of good line breaks, and then good vision from Magellan through the defense. We saw precision passing earlier. Now she's got eyes with the speed. Down the sideline they go. Torres smashes into contact just outside the 22-meter line. Work it around into Kukul.
No hands, no hands, no hands, no hands.
Good job
I'm
keeping
okay with
ball
that.
in hand now. Wolverines looking for some space. See this Notre Dame College though, fringing out beautifully on defense. They have not given up yet. Playing with a man down though. They've got plenty of work to be done. 30 minutes left to play here in this D1 Collegiate National Championship. Another big run there from Gianna Torres. She's been a force today as well. They pulling the player out. That can be dangerous.
And captain.
Wait, what?
You okay? Yeah. Okay, pulling through the ruck. Dangerous play.
Wait, what is that?
Not allowed. Like how you grabbed her and pulled her through a ruck. Can't do that.
Okay.
It's going to be a penalty, just regular back 10 once we're ready. Okay.
One of the new law changes there. No longer can you just pull somebody back through the ruck.
It's just always dangerous.
Definitely a bit of a dangerous play. as you just sling them to the deck. We're trying to remove that sling tackle. And a good job by the referee cleaning things up there as well.
Even though we love the violence, it's still important to try and maintain the safety. That's the job of the referee. Good recognition. She communicated it early, but looks like a little bit of a lack of awareness of the rule. Good communication all around and a good handling of the situation.
Wolverines take a knee here as they
I really liked your
mull things over with how they're going to be able to defend this 17-point lead. They've been playing fantastic rugby throughout the match. You see the fans in the maize and blue over there cheering on their squad.
The hair was real on the last one. The ginger flames. Super exciting stuff. It's always good to have at least a fan base come and support you, especially through this type of showcase of all of their hard work. University of Michigan having their fans in the stands.
Yeah, it's always nice. I could see some familiar faces in the stand as well. Those are my friends' parents, their friends, their family. Some backstory on Notre Dame College that
I'm at
that
50-30.
Mary McLaughlin coming off a heat stroke.
Yeah, the stadium clock's
it sucks when you're traveling and you got a lot riding on this.
Yes,
I know
very
Notre
sad.
Dame's got a few injuries along this season, and I guarantee Michigan has experienced the same thing along the way.
It's your
I hope they
penalty
pull this out. I
for
think
Gray
it'll
pulling someone
force them
through
to
the
go
ruck.
into that dark place
But
I
wait one
talked about
second, we'll wait till Nate's
before.
on the way off.
Seeing another injury come off. It's hard coming to a national champion after a long season.
Just
I feel
it's a
for
penalty.
Been an outstanding weekend thus far here at the National Collegiate Rugby
Time's back on.
National
Pulling someone
Championships.
through
We
the
are
ruck.
ready to go
Dangerous play.
again. Magellan will start things off. Senior with the tap.
There you go.
Looping pass to get it out to the backs here. Nice deep line, but they're able to come up and hit him hard. Kylie Mixter was able to get the contact there. Numbers here, Larson sucks in the defense, spins it out to Torres. Torres through one, over a second, stepping through the defense.
Tackle release.
Nice run from Gianna
Last play.
Torres. She's had quite a few big bursts throughout the match.
Tackle, release and roll.
Bell continue to move it forward. Magellan out the back. Backwards says the referee. McCalman will take it into contact. 10 meters out now.
Roll two.
Michigan looking to strike again. 10 minutes gone
She's gotta roll
by
out.
here in the
You want
second
that
half. Move it around. Looking for something. Again, that charging defense from the Falcons has been unrelenting throughout the day. Another big hit. Well done by Dispenza. Through the defense again goes Gianna Torres. Tough to bring her down, and now they're going to come through with Capel. And she's able to score the try. Strong work from Lewin Capel, the senior neuroscience major, gets it down and extends the Michigan lead.
The flanker, also the winner of the Heart and Soul Award for this team. You can see everybody congratulating her for probably a well-deserved try after working hard all season. A leader on this team, somebody who was giving her comrades a pep talk, talking about the importance of making sure that they end up in the best position. We see here the cutback inside from the early try scorer. The ruck is secured. It's that heads-up play. The space is vacated. As she continues to power her legs through, it's the dive, again, securing the ball. We call it scoring the try for a reason. She's able to go ahead and get more points on the team. Cuffle, heart and soul of this Wolverine side.
Just unfortunate there for Notre Dame College. They did a good job fringing out on defense throughout that possession. But again, playing with one woman down, it just opens up holes. And it's going to continue to plague them here as we go forward. 29-7 the score. Maize and Blue continue to flex their muscles here. Larson with 3 tries. We'll take a second look here at the last one, scoring, diving over. Kafel gets it done.
My time is 53:25.
Michigan.
Looks like the stadium's about 30 seconds slow.
Keep the hype going for this Michigan team, but Notre Dame's still very much in this. If they're anything like Aviana, I know that they're 100% still in this game, ready to put on some pressure.
Through the defense they go. Magallon, the native of Paw Paw, Michigan, spins it back out, finds the target. There goes Bowers again. Good charging runs there by the forward pack. Bowers and Kufel, also Torres, have been raging through with fantastic runs throughout the day. And on the spot, there goes Torres. For something, the one hit backwards. They'll continue to play on. We'll have to take this one just straight into contact here for Gale. Even looks like Corriere with it. Contact they go, continuing to push forward.
Last foot.
Dooley inside, and now they'll fling it out again. Notre Dame defense being tested at all points on the pitch. Playing with 14. They've got to keep Frengen. They're going to spin it out here to the near side. Around the defense, but it's lost forward. Torres couldn't hang on to it. And so we'll have a scrum down. A chance for Notre Dame College to catch their breath and set up the attack.
Really good defensive pressure that happened there from Gabby Dispenza. Really doing a good job of taking away the space. That's where the error happens. Putting the passer under pressure is one of the best defensive practices. That's good for Notre Dame as they really need this possession.
So we'll do 8 on 8 scrums.
Oh, okay. Seconds.
And it looks like a player was allowed back in, so they will now go back to doing 8 on 8 scrums.
Crouch!
Traveling your full squad, maybe not able to bring the full numbers in. They do their best now.
We'll have it again to Gray. Do not push until the ball is in.
Again, you see the stands full of Michigan fans.
Keep those shoulders
getting ready to celebrate, up by 22 points here in the D1 National Championship.
Seconds.
15 minutes gone by here in the second half. Beautiful Aviva Stadium.
Set! Hold!
Walter gets us set up again, and a strong drive for Michigan earns them their second penalty in the scrums. You know the forward pack loves that, and they're able to keep it moving. Torres goes forward. They end up losing it, though. Looked like Rupert couldn't hang on to it, and now the Falcons
I'm sorry. Sorry.
with an opportunity, but we'll come back. No advantage gained.
Gray scrum.
So it'll be a knock on, scrum down, back to the Falcons again.
A change in the momentum that we saw from them earlier at the beginning of this match. We saw Notre Dame power over with the driving scrum after some injuries.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
They just were pushed back by University of Michigan. A little bit of time now as our medical staff come in and check on players. Very grateful for them as they are the people that keep us all together, keep us through these 2-day weekend tournaments.
Guys, everybody dance a little.
It's been a fun weekend indeed, culminating in today's action. Just to kind of recap here, it was Endicott College that came away with the small college national championship as they defeated Lee University 24-12. And then later on in the day, we saw the big blowout. Wisconsin-Eau Claire already took down Marquette 29-0 once this year. They cranked it up a notch with a big-time 78-0 statement win for the Eau Claire Blue Golds. Michigan wanting the taste of that glory now. Heartbreaking for the Falcons. Again, third place last year.
Scrum here.
Wolverines are determined to make their presence felt. A new member of the National Collegiate Rugby Organization. They made the switch as we see a lot of growth throughout this fantastic organization, all culminating women's national championship here today.
Just really important, especially if you're down in a national championship. Notre Dame to really just lean on each other, try and find again what they were good at, what got them to this point. They have a lot of strengths and a lot of capabilities. It's just important to maintain a heads up and to continue to fight forward.
A strong push from the Wolverines. It's Notre Dame College that are able to secure possession.
Use that.
Taking the deck, and they're able to keep it moving. Haven't had a ton of possession since they went down to 14. I think they are possibly back to full strength, at least in the scrums. They retain it again here, just over the 10-meter line. Falcons just need to shake this off and look to find some support here. There's a big kick over the top, plenty of space. Larson has this one bounce around to the other side. Another kick through. Gulata continues the charge. Stalker kick through, but Larson's able to hang on to it. Placed there, and she moved it a second time. Larson gets dinged for the penalty. Gulata tries to dive in, but she's got to take it from the mark. So aggressive, Gulata really wanted that one.
Tackle release. Yep.
Good tap. The Falcons will charge in again. And Notre Dame College started this thing off and had the try. Took the lead. And now they're fighting to come back into it. Another strong run. Dispenza gives everything she has and is awarded the try. Big one there for Notre Dame College.
Her aggression, the Falcons are here to still soar. They are still flying high. That was impressive. That's the hype we need. Tripping, falling all over herself. That was what got her into the try zone. We see just the fight through. She's not going down. Knees haven't hit ground yet. She's still very much part of the play. It's the dive, that extra effort. We call it scoring the try. That's exactly what Dispenza just did in order to get Notre Dame back on the board.
Started there from a big boot from Bella Gulata, just sending it back deep. Good things can sometimes happen with the bounce of the rugby ball. It kicked forward nicely for them, and they're able to come through and get points back on the board. Just a huge movement there for the Falcons. Plenty of fun to be had as they continue to march forward. Down 17 now.
Thank you. I'm okay. Thank you. Yeah. I think I'm okay for now. Okay.
A lot of the freshmen will take the kick here.
You're right on the post if you want that, Gray. Ten, you're on the post if you want it. You good? Okay. Yeah.
Looking to help here. Again, founder of National Collegiate Rugby Organization. Good old Steve Cohen is able to help start this Michigan program back in 1980. Has been a huge part of the squad, was elected to the Michigan Rugby Foundation Hall of Inspiration back in September. Talk about inspiration, he has inspired so many in the small college rugby organization throughout the country, giving so many schools the opportunity to compete for a national championship. Off the mark is still another one on the line. Our third and final champion about to be crowned, 20 minutes away.
Let's go, Gold. I want another one right here.
Subs coming on a little bit.
Shoulders and hips straight, ladies.
Early on into this final 20 minutes of the match here. University of Michigan, though, continuing to extend their lead, possibly as they enter into their green zone.
Take this one off the back, and Torres loves to charge, picks out an opponent, runs right through him, and they're at the 22-meter line. They'll scoop this one back. Catching it a bit flat-footed, but they've got good depth to get some speed going there from Ribeiro. Ribeiro with 2 assists on the day, looking for the try line herself now.
Meet him, meet him.
Ron spins it out to Torres. Who's been a force as well from the forward pack. This one gets spilled forward.
Knock on there.
No advantage gained, so it'll be a scrum down to the Falcons.
And that was all thanks to Lucy Leatherman. She really worked to get into the hands of Gianna Torres, who has been one of the best ball carriers here for this Michigan side. But she did a good job of finding a way to generate that turnover. Notre Dame will now have a scrum, hopefully to get out of this end.
Brooke Kelsey and Kelly McCafferty onto the pitch for the Wolverines, as McCalman and Hedrick go to the bench. Strong effort from both of those. Give the forward pack a little bit more vitality here in the last 18 minutes.
1, 2, 3. Seconds.
Restarted in here, put in for the Notre Dame College Falcons.
Set! Hold your push.
Ready!
From Carolyn Walters, but this Wolverine pack continues to push. Nice and secure, driving it over, but it's finally taken out the back. It's the Falcons that secure possession. Possibly held up here. Good job by the Wolverines. That's a maul. It's a deck, but you have to be able to present it right away. They do so. Now they'll look to relieve a little bit of pressure with the kick up over the top that trickles out into touch. Push at the Wolverines back behind the 22 with the line out.
One of the best exits that we've been able to see. Bella Gulata able to just get that ball right out of bounds here. Able to get the Falcons out of the pressure area.
Yes, you may.
Michigan really pinning them down in their end about 5 meters out. They're able to now be on the 22 with a Michigan throw-in.
We're good, thank you.
Wolverines here, just outside the 22-meter line. Toss it in to Kufel. And then march forward. Doesn't look like there was any full opposition there, but they're able to move, keeping it all the way through, and it's Torres taking it 1 meter out. Through the defense they go. Picking drives. Lord is right there, but this Falcons defense is holding firm.
Alana, you can come in. We're good.
Nice pass just before the tackle. And the Wolverines looking to make something happen, but they get driven back. The Falcons with that unrelenting pressure. Maybe something here on the left, but they're going to be corralled. Cynthia Denuse didn't make much out of it. The Wolverines continue to go the wrong way here.
22, gate entry.
Sent backwards with the Falcons. Side entry, they get dinged for the penalty, and the Wolverines will have a chance to set back up here. There's the quick tap. And they'll continue to charge. Torres right through the teeth of the defense, just a few meters out. Aguilan gonna spin it out wide. Has Gale there. Gale with the pass to the outside, and this one just gonna bounce through. Wolverines' hands still in possession here. Back in the contact with Kufel.
Last foot.
Nice charging run. Gets an extra few with the effort. And Aguilan spins it out. She does a good job of sucking in that post defense before spinning it out wide. There's a strong run. Ribeiro still wants that try. Torres, though, she'll spin it out wide again. There's a nice little pass for Rupert. Some space out here. Into contact. Goes Gale.
She's good.
Larson looking for something. Torres has it, though, and he takes it home. Big try there. Gianna Torres, the senior, tacks on another 5 points for the Wolverines.
I mean, who takes it home other than Gianna Torres? She has ended up in that try zone. But it all really started with that momentum we saw. It almost looked like a school bus just booking their way down the sideline with that maul. We saw it on the sideline, but here it's just the ball movement that Michigan has been able to do time and time again, even popping it off of the base, setting the ruck, looking for it wide. But what does Gianna Torres do? She recognizes there's no space. It's a 1v2. She's able to just get over that line, get a well-deserved try.
What's up?
Torres gets the try, but you got to give again Sarai Magalon, the scrum half, some credit there as well. I called it just before, but she does such an excellent job of taking that one out the back of the ruck, sucking in that post defense and completely open things up for Torres to storm her way through. Scrum half from Paw Paw, Michigan, doing well out there today. This one, no good. Flag stayed down, but the Wolverines one step closer to that national championship.
Michigan will just continue to put on all the gas here as they scratch their way over for another try. Notre Dame not really having much of an answer. Abiana, what do you imagine coaches like Jack Neese or Cornell Britz, Ashley Menke, what can you imagine they're saying to the team as well as to the captains?
Oh, I know Jack has a lot of passion on that sideline right now. He gets very passionate in these games. He puts a lot of hard work into this team. So I can only imagine what he's feeling right now and just trying to rally any sort of motivation to give to these girls. But I got to give it to Michigan. Michigan is doing an excellent job. Overall, Lauren Koof, who has the ball right now, well, I have the pleasure of playing with her this summer at the Chicago Lions. The heart and soul is definitely a way to describe her, and I think she's holding this Michigan team with such grace.
And a fantastic effort across the board, and the Wolverines about 12 minutes away from coming in and taking over the D1 scene here in the National Collegiate Rugby Organization.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Big pushes from the Wolverines here in the second half. And this one just falls apart a bit.
That wasn't... Just felt wrong? Yeah, that's fine. We'll have it again. We'll try. Yeah.
As always, safety the priority in the scrums. Trying to keep things up. Got a little uncomfortable there. Didn't feel right, so we'll blow it up and have it again.
Bring that shoulder up. Yeah, bring it out.
Extra coaching from our expert referee, Colin Walters, just making sure that scrum is secure.
Set! Hold! Ready! Ready!
Strong push again, but for the second time in a row, the Falcons are able to come away with it out the back. Nice bit of opening here. Ulada using the boot again, another little bit of backspin on it, but Larson is able to dive through and keep possession for the Wolverines. One tries the weak side. The Falcons hold firm over here. Sarai slings it out yet again. He's going to slow this one down. Almost 10 minutes left to play.
Hold, Gold.
Kick again, up over the top, and the Michigan Wolverines with a beautiful return kick. The pressure's coming as well. Have to scoop this one. Gulata trying to make something out of nothing here, looking for support. Couldn't find any, and just the unrelenting pressure from the Wolverines comes home. Rupert involved in that big tackle as she retreats there. Another nice tackle. The Wolverines continuing to stifle everything that Notre Dame College can throw at them. See if we maybe see another kick forward to find some space. That has been the most effective strategy for the Falcons so far. Take it through the defense. Had decent numbers out there, but into contact they go. Spenza.
Good pass.
Ben and Haas there on the outside. Beautiful little skip pass up over the top. Dobransky. Emily Dobransky down the sideline. Gets taken down though. The Falcons continue to march forward.
Tackle.
Contact they go. Boing. Gets it back out to the Falcons. Through into contact. There goes Lucy Leatherman. The Wolverines just always looking to hold that ball up, create the maul, and they have done a fantastic job here, pushing them back a good 5 meters and flipping the player around. Referee allowed her to spin back to her team, and the Falcons back in control.
Sorry.
They've got good numbers here on the near side. But that rush defense doesn't allow a good window to pass from, and the Wolverines back in with the counter ruck, get the poach, and earn themselves another penalty. Magellan will take this one quick. They want to keep pushing the pace. Here to the near side. There goes Rupert again.
Release Gray.
It's midfield. Falcons giving everything they have, trying to take each and every one away. Another good, strong counter ruck, but the Wolverines are ready for it. This one goes back. Play on, says the referee. It's the Falcons that are able to get possession. Spin it out wide. Looking for some support. Dispenza couldn't make it happen. She was able to offload though. Now she gets it back. Looking for support on the far side of the pitch. Smerrick with a good pass, but ends up getting knocked on. So the winger couldn't hang on the far side. No advantage gain, so we'll have a scrum down to Michigan.
And it looked so promising coming in from Notre Dame. They were doing such a good job of just continuing to do draw and pass. It started off with that Fen coming in from them early on, from Sarah Valentine. She's just been monumental in this game. But unforced errors here happening for them. Just taking your eyes off of the ball for 1 split second could result in a turnover. And now the University of Michigan will have possession of the ball.
7 minutes left to play.
Do you want the other side? Sorry. Do you want the other side?
Magellan comes off, new scrum half on for the Wolverines. She has been instrumental in kind of orchestrating that offense today. Slinging it back and forth, sucking in the defense and opening things up for her hard charging forward pack.
Bind! Set! Hold. And one!
Pitch, Lauren Donatoni gets it in for the Wolverines, and they're able to retain possession. Big pass up over the top. Goes way back. Larson's going to have to make something out of nothing here. What she does best. Around the corner she goes. Over the midfield stripe. Couple to beat. Does she have the speed? She's going to test it around the side, and she's able to do it. Larson in with the try. Fantastic stuff from the Wolverines.
You just saw the speed. That speed is just not something that can be taught. That is just solely an athletic effort from her. Ember Larson, she has been in that try zone all day. If you haven't watched the match, just a low-key summary of it all. She has been in there like swimwear. We've seen the pressure come on at one point. We thought it might have gone in their favor, but it's the speed around the corner. The wing can't catch her. The 9 coming across can't catch her. These two defenders also, the little dodge right on in there, the little skirt around. Where's she gonna go? Right home. The Wolverines again can thank Ember Larson for tries like this.
4th of the day. I think maybe 75 minutes into this match, maybe some tired legs. Larson says, not a chance. 80-meter run in the back pocket to extend the lead for the Wolverines.
Nice kick.
You have to wonder if going to school sets you up, because it looks like her major is movement science, and that's new for me. So I guess that's what's really setting her up to be able to replicate these long runs continuously. 39, 41 to 14, University of Michigan leading. Incredible work from the Wolverines.
For sure. You see Larson just took that one back deep. But that's when she's at her best. You give her some open space, and she will find a way to make you pay. It looked like the Falcons were in position. Fullback was back there. They were closing in on her. But just the full speed of Larson was too much. She streaked down the sideline. Kick back through. 4 minutes left to play in the D1 National Championship, 41 to 14. The Wolverines all over the Falcons. They continue to drive forward. Dooley with the big run over the midfield stripe. There, Donatoni, the new scrum half, flings it out, continues to move things forward.
Tackle, release. No hands, no hands.
Again, sophomore, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
No,
takes
it's
it
in.
through. Ruck is secure, says the referee. Good explosion there from Dispenza, causing havoc in the back line. Each time a good charging run from those centers. Dickerson and Dispenza done well on the defensive end, but just too much here from the Wolverines. Nice charging run around the near side. Rufel, as you said, the heart and soul of this Michigan squad. Already has one try to her name as well. Get it out again. Knocked on though, so this will set up for another scrum down for Notre Dame College. Michigan has been dominant in those scrums, but another opportunity for the Falcons.
Yeah, the sea of yellow just bussing over top of Notre Dame continuously. Losing both very skilled props early on in the game has led for them to not have their front row. A little bit of confusion early on in the game led to possible contested or uncontested scrums, but now that it's sorted, the Wolverines are really showing their expertise here in the front. Players like McCalmont and Connolly have been using their expertise to the fullest.
See the treasures to be awaited there on the sideline. Under 3 minutes left to play in this one. The Michigan Wolverines one step closer to bringing the national championship back to Ann Arbor.
Sink. Crouch. Bind. Set. Hold. And one.
Big push from the Wolverines again, but they do a good job to take it out the back. Strong run from the Falcons.
Release. Thank you.
Love to tack one more try up on the board. Get some smiles back on this Notre Dame College squad. It's been a hard-fought match. Losing a player to illness earlier really disrupted things as they were close in the first half. This one off the mark, goes forward.
There was a knock there. That's game, ladies.
Back with the knock on. From down back to Michigan, but that will do it. The Michigan Wolverines with the 41-14 victory over Notre Dame College, and they are your National Collegiate Rugby D1 National Champion.
Yeah, celebrations all around for this well-deserved performance for them. 41-14, University of Michigan. You can see the hype. They went in there with so much energy, both sides offering a decent amount of competition, but they were no match for players like Ember Larson, who had scored 4 out of the 41 point, who had scored 4 of the tries out of the 41 points for University of Michigan. She led one of the most incredible performances, holding up the hardware. Well deserved for them. Their leader, Kuffel, the heart and soul of the University of Michigan. Well deserved.
Now just taking it all in. What a performance from these Wolverines. In blue, the 2022 national champion.
We got half, guys.
We crowned 3 national champions. Endicott, Eau Claire, and now Michigan will send it down to Tyler Deutsch with the player of the match.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with Ember Larson, one of the University of Michigan members, brand new national championship Division I. We saw you guys praying before the game, huddling around. You're obviously more than a team, you're a family. What do these girls and this program mean to you?
Well, I think our coach said it best, but it's all about the team. And I think what really makes us stand out is how much we care about each other and how much we play together. So, I know, when I was coming out on that field, it was all for the team. Every single one of us. Yeah, go Blue.
You guys are a dominant force. You had an amazing game, and you have earned yourself, from 4 tries, a next-level rugby hoodie trick. Congratulations on Division I national champions.
Hats aren't enough for the accolades for this Michigan Wolverines squad. A big win. Special thanks to everybody that has supported us through this weekend. We crowned 3 champions. It's been an incredible one. Special thanks to the Houston SaberCats. Everybody here working hard at the Viva Stadium. Tyler Deutsch down on the field. Aviana Mateo, Darien Lovelace. Got David Hines, Marto down in the pit helping us out as well. But too much Michigan Wolverines in this one. There's the offload. We see Larson streaking down the sideline. 4 tries on the day for Ember Larson, and the Michigan Wolverines are your D1 national champions.
Good morning to you, rugby fans. Welcome to beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. We have 7's rugby action coming for you all day.
Blow up the spot, then we running. Ready or not, here we coming. Somebody better say a prayer for me. Tonight may get a little crazy.
Handles that one, finally moving out. It looks like they are in the try zone again, extending their lead.
In our game, we play with our hearts. We don't play with sticks, bats, or gloves. We don't wear shoulder pads or helmets. We keep playing when it hurts.